So I thought I'd just do a little video on how to lay a stair carpet completely on your own, because we're independent people, we're on a budget and we can do it all by ourselves. So this stair carpet was from Dunelm and it cost me personally £50, but that was because I got a really good offer on it. But usually they go for like £150 to £200. So I just started off with some strong double-sided sticky tape. This is like a hard-wearing one. I got this from Wix for a couple of pounds. And it just helps the underlay stay on and stick, because it is quite strong, to be fair. I literally got this whole roll, you can see how long it is, of underlay for literally £20. I was looking for quite a while and it was like £50 for underlay, which I didn't want to spend because my carpet was only £50. So I didn't want to spend more for me underlay than I did for my carpet. So then I went on Facebook Marketplace and I found this for £20. And there's just so much of it. Like, it's literally probably as longer than me. So I just started off making a template of the size of the stair that I'll be needing. And then from that template, I literally just made about 13 little offcuts of the underlay to stick underneath where the carpet's going to go. It does make a massive difference, I think, when you're walking up and down the stairs and you can feel like if you've got underlay underneath, it does actually make a difference. I then got some gripper rods for £7 for a pack of 8, I want to say. And I just like divided them up into 3 and then just stuck them onto the stairs. You're completely new to all this. On the gripper rods, they have like 3 nails, which you literally just nail into the wherever it's going. And then just leave a little gap in between so your carpet can fit into it. Today is going to be the task of hopefully fitting the stair carpet, so we'll kind of see how it goes. I do need to put on the underlay on these, so which is what I want to do now. So yeah. So I've just been to Wix and I've got a stapler and some staples. I was going to just hammer the staples in with the like proper hammer staples, but that'll take forever, so I've just bought a staple gun. A stapler, sorry, so we'll see how that goes. So the moment of truth to see if it actually works. Ah, happy days, that works perfect. Just what I need. So it doesn't really matter if your underlay has a little bit of overhang. When your stair carpet like comes down, it'll literally just fold it over anyway. The hardest part of all this was literally the sticky tape, I think. So I just made sure to staple it in place a good couple of times. You can't tell the staples are there, you're not going to feel them, you're not going to see them. But although the tape is quite strong, I did just want to reinforce this a little bit more, just so there was no like slipping or sliding or anything like that. Stapler was literally £7 and it was a bargain. You get quite a lot of staples with it too. Plenty for what you need to do. And then again, you're not going to see the staples, so it doesn't really matter. So this was the most annoying part for me, just taking all the sticky back off. How annoying. I just felt like it took forever just to find the little bits that you can use to pull it off. It just felt like an absolute lifetime. So it might seem self-explanatory, but to some people it's not, so I'll just quickly go through it. Like I said before, you just make sure you leave a little bit of a gap, so you like your gripper rod can sit on top of the stairs, and then in your gripper rod above, just make sure there's a little gap in between them both so that you can kind of hammer your carpet into it. It'll make sense in a little bit. But again, you literally just placing your underlay on top of your sticky back and then just going in with your stapler and just giving it a good few staples just in every little corner, or like just so there's enough that you think. So just help it to be safe and secure, so that you don't have to rip it back up and fix it or whatever. But yeah, I personally hate prep work, but I feel like for something like this, it's like a definite must. And it is quite easy to do, to be fair, so if I can do it, I'm sure anybody can. So at this point, I'm sure my legs started giving way because they were just an absolute agony of laying on the stairs all day. But I feel with this, once you get into a swing of it, like it's a lot easier and it's just a lot faster. Like you choose your own ways and like little routines just to get it done fast. So it didn't take too long, to be fair. When you've already pre-cut your underlay, it does make the job so much easier because you literally just go up and down and grab your underlay. Like it makes everything so much easier. So as you can already see, it's already starting to take shape. I will clean up all these yellow bits, they are quite annoying. But yeah, I've got my own routine, so I just kind of shove it in the back. So I finally put all the underlay on. I've also stapled like these parts as well, so it kind of bends over a little bit, so it like doesn't stick out, so when I put the carpet down, it'll just be a lot easier, I think. But yeah, that's it so far. That was actually quite quick, to be fair. Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a little harder, but it wasn't. As I say, so far the process has been pretty simple. Like, fingers crossed this laying the actual carpet is. At this point I was really happy with how it was looking. It was honestly like just looking like some sort of staircase rather than what I've had all these past 2 years. I'm pretty nervous to lay the stair carpet. I don't know why. I just have never done anything like this before, so I can do it. I know I can. So I've went for laminate at the top of the floor. It's often quite a thing that people don't know what to do, which I didn't either. I've got like a little lip that goes over the top, so I will be getting like a bull nose to go over the top, but that's kind of just leaving that for now. So I thought personally the best thing for me would be just to kind of start underneath that lip. Anything about me, I'm not all about maths and things, so if I can make my life easier, then that's what I'm going to do. So I used this little block just to make sure that each side was equal, so that it was like bang on in the middle. And then I just slowly started getting into it. But I did use a blunt chisel for this, which if I could change anything, I wouldn't have used this because it did take a lot of time. I would have actually got the real thing. The only reason I regret it basically is purely because of how long it took. This is the reason you need a gap in between your gripper rods, because the carpet kind of fits in between them. You have to kind of get it to a position where you can feel the chisel or whatever you use kind of get stuck, if you can understand what that means, just to make sure it's completely secure and safe. Again, this did take a little while, and this is probably the longest part of the job I find. I did try a few little techniques and a few different tools to see which one worked the best, but I just feel like the larger chisel that I did have did work the best. I found that the little ones kind of freed the carpet a little bit, and I was too scared I was going to put some holes in it, so I just went with the bigger one that I had. Where you can see now where I'm hammering, where it's kind of going in, you can see where it's going into the grip rod. That's what you need. You need to see it kind of sinking in there. So if you think you're going nowhere, just keep going, because you will get there. It does just take a little while. And then I made sure that on top of the lip that I did staple it quite well. Again, this is another regret I have. I will eventually be taking the staples out and putting some like black tacks in there so you can't really see them. I kind of just used this so you could see it go over the lip, and so that was more secure. At the time that's what worked best, but now looking back I didn't realise how visible the staples would actually be. But again, it's literally just trial and error. Just keep on going. If you think you can't do it, just keep on trying. I promise you will get there. You just kind of learn along the way. This is like my second step, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. It was taking ages, and I thought, hey, what am I doing? But then I just kept on going, and it actually really paid off. You can see the stair on it like stretching as you like hammering it in. That's why I only did a few little staples at the top first, and then when I've finished fully slotting it in, you'll be able to put more staples in to make it a bit more tight and secure. There you can see on the stairs where it's literally trying to like join in the middle. I'm just giving it a light tap around where the stair rods would be, just so the little tacks go into the carpet, and then using some more double-sided sticky tape so that it's kind of more secure. I just stuck that under the black little ribbed sides, but so far it's actually looking really good. This did take us a good like hour, I would say, just to get used to it all. But yeah, the more I did it, the more I was just doing it a lot faster. Yeah, I think you can see there where you can see the staples underneath, so I will be adding some black tacks just to kind of make it disappear. But honestly, at this point I was just amazed at how far I got. I have seen a few videos where people do it from the bottom to the top, but personally, because I knew this stair runner was a lot larger than my stairs were, I just thought I'd go from the top so I could just easily cut off the access from the bottom. That's just personally me, however I did it, but people do it different ways, I find. So I'm by no means a professional. I've literally done this once before in my life, but not even a stair runner, just a normal room. But I must say that I don't think I did too bad, and if I can do it, like anyone can do it, trust me. So I finally got to the end of it, and I was just trying to work out what to kind of do from here. So I just made sure that I folded the stair runner over the last lip and made sure it was all like tight and secure, just so that there was no like trip hazards or anything. And this is literally how much carpet I had left. Like, there was just so much. So I think I'm going to make like a little rug for upstairs or something, because it's such a nice carpet to go to waste. So I just used my trusted Stanley blade, and I just cut all the way down the middle where I needed. I left a little bit room just so that I knew where I was going. And then I just went back over and just kind of cut it all down the middle. I was worried it was going to fray a little bit, which it did, but then I just used a little lighter at the end and just kind of sealed it all. I couldn't believe how much left there was. And then I just used some double-sided sticky tape, and I just attached the stair runner to the stairs just to make it all neat and tidy, and then I went back in with the stapler. This is how it's turned out. I'm honestly so impressed with my little self. If I can do it, you can do it. It feels so much better and just looks so much nicer. So I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you do try and attempt it, please show us, because I really want to see. I'll leave my Instagram below. So it's finally finished, and I'm literally buzzing with it. Right, well, you can't see the staples, but other than that, like, I'm not too fussed about it. But look at how nice that is. Like, I'll insert a proper video so you can see, but I'm so proud of myself.